I would love to check what episode that is. I think we're on the 13th episode, somewhere around that. I'm gonna check. But again, it's what it is. We are currently watching the market making such a very interesting advancement, and it really calls for us to see how the market itself is right now. I think so. So, what episode are we on the Trump effect? Just a moment. Trump effect. I think I'm gonna probably leave it at episode 13 or episode 15, one of those. Episode 7, episode 8, episode 9, okay, and episode 10. I think this is 10. Yeah, this is episode 10. Right? So I think we've literally crossed to episode 10 or 11, one of those. Yeah, so this should be episode 12. So I'm gonna be adding episode 12 to our episode of the Trump effect, because I mean it's very much interesting that everyone can understand how very important the Donald J. Trump's administration in the United States is to the current reality of the market. Of course, himself being one or being someone who is very much interested about the financial markets and is taking and playing his own part. But then much more, there seems to be also a very much ripple effect of that. Because I saw the video. I'm gonna probably pull up the video at some point. But then again, I think when you hang on right here with us for a moment, you understand that following his speech, there's been a sharp reaction. Financial markets, Bitcoin dropping to to $66,000 zone. This is not just a shakeout; it's a start of a deeper move towards perhaps 45K, and that's the truth. We needed to check in the course of this live session what Trump's statements mean for the global markets. I mean, Bitcoin inclusive, crypto in general, stocks, commodities, indices, what have you, right? We'll be checking what this statement implies for the entire global market, why Bitcoin reacted so quick. Of course, gold still did. I mean, interestingly, we made a call for a likely drop in the price of gold from $4,800 per ounce of gold to, sub 4,000, 700. Of course, it dropped almost 200 pips. Gold dropping from 4,800 to around 4,600. I mean, that's very much a huge movement. And of course, we needed to check what Trump's statement means for the global market, why Bitcoin reacted that instantly, of course, also gold. We need to look out for the key levels to watch, both support and resistance on all of this market. Please, if you're right here watching, don't leave. Please be intentional to ask questions, be deliberate to, join on these thought processes, also, contribute to making us form a beautiful conversation around this subject matter, so people could come to that conclusion, objective conclusion, where they could make clear-cut decisions about their investment and trade decisions, right? Okay, yeah. So we'll look at key levels, and of course, we'll also come to that point of checking and asking, is this a bull trap or a real reversal? I mean, all of those, and we'll be looking at crypto, gold, oil, several markets, right? I mean, I think that's very much important, and it's time for us to get at it. And I want to say thank you for stopping by with us. Again, you're welcome. My name is David, your instructor, and I think I am super excited. Not I think, I know I'm super excited to be hosting this session with you. I would also see how we can also, ensure we all have a quality live session and all of that and what have you. Tell a friend. Of course, I would love for you to join us on this live session, right? So let's post this. Now we are live everywhere. Everyone can come on board, and we could actually get this going. I mean, this is going to be very much great. So yeah, I think that's it. So I think that's very important. Yeah, so I mean, this is where we currently are. So get a friend to tell a friend to join us on this discussion, so they don't miss out, right? Because I mean, that's important. The point is they don't miss out. That's the important thing. That's why we're here. I think it's important. So yeah. So I think so. I'm probably gonna pull up this video that Trump made. I would be showing you that. But again, this was the analysis we had our eyes on. So I was thinking it's gonna come back right here. So I closed the trade we had, and you know what? When I had to set a limit sell around this point. So, and I'm going to explain this for you. This is on ontology oriented, the token we're analyzing yesterday. But again, just look at this. This is gold. From, think of this, gold went from boom. So let me pick my price range. from 4,800 almost to, yeah, 5,243 points. And if you joined yesterday's live stream, you remember me saying it's going to probably drop that much. It is going to probably drop that much. I mean, I literally mentioned that straight away, and I was not minding a word, and that's it on gold. Yeah, I'm also going to look into, so this is currently the price of gold. I'm going to look into Bitcoin. So this is the price of BTC USDC. Now, if you're wondering what again are we even saying here, so what we do is market analysis. Look at the market, we check the forecast, long term, short term, we take trades. And I think that's the core point, and the intention is so we can also, you know, stay profitable and you know, improve on our investment decision right now. So this is Bitcoin, guys, this is Bitcoin. So all along Bitcoin, I mean, we had our eyes here. We need to probably oh my god, guys, this is it. So we knew that you could go check the analysis yesterday. This is what we called. And we're like, you know what, it has taken this point out, it's coming for this point, which is 62,300, and then this point. Bruh, I mean, everyone needs to wake up to the reality of what it is. So I mean, I was making these discussions yesterday that, you know what, we began buying the market, buying some asset. You know, I had some losses, that's the truth. And I'm like, you know what, we began buying some cryptos, and of course that's what we thought it's smart for us to do in the month of March. But again, the worst seemed to still, you know, persist, and many of the fundamentals we had initially forecasted, it's not going to be playing out as expected, and such we needed to revisit our portfolio, which is what we did. And by what we did, I meant we left the market. So we literally closed some of our positions and accepted the losses we literally booked. And I think this was intentional, and the reason why that is intentional is so we do not miss out on what the market is probably going to be doing the next couple of times. And so, yes, this is our conclusion of all of these right now. We're like, you know what, the monthly candle, we in fact drew a parallel. The parallel we drew was we comparing. I'm going to probably show you that again, and I'm going to look into what Trump says. I'm going to draw conclusions around that. We might probably play a game today, who knows. I think that may be very much interesting if anyone cares to join us. I've been thinking about one other thing we could also do during live sessions, also engage ourselves, because I think having, you know, a couple of sizable time during a live session is, you know, give us more room to look at the markets from beginning till the end. All right, and nobody will be able to say, you know what, I'm missing out on this. Everyone's going to be on the same page, and we'll be, you know, understanding the market for what, you know, it is. I think that's you know, pretty important. So I think that's it. I mean, I'm very much sure. So guys, Bitcoin is probably going to be biting the dust today. I don't know what's going to happen, but again, I think this is what it is. So I was comparing this. Let me just quickly show you that on the chart, so we don't hold much of our times together. So this is BTC's chart. I mean, you guys will remember these. Look at this with me. Just a moment, please. So let's look at BTC together, guys. So I remember doing that with you guys. Let me just quickly bring you guys to that particular, yeah, a comparison. I told you guys the other day, let's do a let's not do for 1 day chart. I mean, this we've got to go. I remember showing you guys that, you know what, I remember showing you guys something, and I'm like, you know, look at the month of April 2022. Look at the month of April 2026. So this was April 2022, this month. And what happened was that the March candle looked bullish after a quick drop, and we felt, you know what, perhaps, like, as we were looking at it at this point, we had expected, you know, it was reacting off a, you know, a demand level. Perhaps it was going to continue, but April was going to be that decisive month the market had to sell off. And I mean, we never expected, a lot of persons expected this drop, like almost 50% drop to that point, right? And of course, market was still going to do that, irrespective of how everyone felt at this point. And so I was like, you know what, I think this is a critical point in time where we need to visualize the reality of what the market is saying. And this is what we saw, that if this is what we are seeing, then there is a likelihood from this point for us to at least expect a, you know, 35% drop down, even if we don't get to see a 57 or 58% drop as it were at this point, because we literally got to see the market rising to a peak as it rose to this peak, right? I don't know if you could see that. Let me just confirm people right here watching. So yeah, that goes on our short. So yes, this is it. So the market literally, look at this, just stay with me on this right now. So the market literally rose to this peak, and then it dropped, and then it went to another higher peak, right? And then it dropped, and then we felt, okay, maybe this is the point you're going to probably hold the market, and then the market says no, it's going to drop lower. It's in the same way, it rose to this very peak, it dropped, and of course it went right up there, and then it dropped, and then we felt, oh, this is a key level, the market is going to probably hold this up. But again, I'm saying that in the next 10-15 minutes, market is going to come to $65,000. It's breaking below 66. And this is what the market is doing. It's probably following that same sequence. And what we're seeing in the month of April is likely, boom, 65K happen right now. $65,999. That tells you something very much clear. Of course, clean. The entire financial market is not ready for this shake-off. And again, a lot of persons are going to be thinking, this shake-off, like for myself, I never even knew we would really come this low to this critical point of shaking off, right? I really thought, to be honest with you, I thought that we're going to be holding waters in the month of March. Like, we have institutions. We shouldn't be going down. We have institutions. The market has changed narrative. We have institutions. There is nothing keeping this market down. In a matter of time, it's going to bounce back up. Because I, in fact, saw news of, crypto companies and not crypto companies, sorry, hedge funds and investment companies coming out and saying, what, we're filing for IPS ETF, we're filing for this crypto ETF, and that looked all bullish, right? Taylor, and again, that was why I made out this post on X, that you will be doing yourself a great harm by thinking, sell or buying of Bitcoin equals a bullish market. That's not going to be the real thing. It's only going to be a disservice to oneself, right? So I think that's very, very much profound to state. A minute. So we cannot be sitting right here and not being factual with ourselves. Because what is what is the subject of our discussions here, and of course what is being debated here, is real money. So we literally have people's investments right on stake. In stake, and so we cannot. We cannot afford just look at the market and like, oh, market here. Hey, we can't. Really can't. So I don't mind you guys saying something with me. If you're watching, please jump out. So so if you don't mind, let me bring you guys back to the analysis. So this was the analysis. We had a short right here, but the market stopped us out, right? And then we felt like, oh, maybe the market has an interest right here, but then this way the market is stopping. Trump. Now let me make it more interesting for you. These are charts, these are analyses, and that's what we've been keeping up for a while. Look at this. So ask yourself, when did Trump spoke? 2 a.m. West Africa time. What do you see that was the exact point to get a candle? Look at the candle, look down, right? You'd be seeing that really, 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 isn't it? That tells you clear. Nothing more. Just to confirm if everyone can hear our voice, I'm going to check this out. Yeah, exactly, everyone could hear our voice. So, just think of that. You get to see that it was exactly 2 a.m. West Africa time. That, which of course is the time we use right here, that we get to see this dump. Okay, fine. So, it was 2 a.m. and of course the market broke this immediate structure. That tells you quickly, that, what, we are done. Making the bullish market, it's over. 45K is going to happen. Like it or not, I'm going to give the reason why 45K is going to happen before then. So, you guys see our analysis. There's nothing more I want to really draw. So this market is not going to probably stop until it comes for this liquidity, and then this liquidity. Probably after here, we could have a very much nice retracement. That's what I believe. And just look at the market from a daily time frame. And look at it. So we have this analysis. We have our eyes right here. Just let me just take this out. So there is definitely going to be a drop So you could see this breakout right here. You see the retest, and of course it's going to probably drop. Because if you drew the triangular pattern of this old move, which is this, you get some school of thought believing that which I think is not out of place. Also, if you think of that, that this triangular structure explains that once there is a breakout, we should be expecting this level of drop. So I mean, in the interim, there is a likely drop to 55k. I mean, people had better believe that right now. So 46k as a point I'm looking at, but then there's another point right here that people need to put their attention to, which is the level at 55k. So at least we'll see a bounce off from that point, and that's a possible point for an outright retracement. I mean, no one's going to be saying that's not a possibility, but then just have those at the back of your mind, right? So you could see the weekly candle rejecting this way. This is huge, and of course dropping to 55, which is apparently close to still the skill level. Might not be the whole thing, because when I checked with you guys, the 3-month candle still mirrors a very huge fair value gap, and look at that. We have this very nice fair value gap around this point between I don't know if you guys could see that. Let me show you what fair value gap is. So fair value gap is the gap or the space on a candlestick body, right? That is the difference between the candle wick of the previous candle and the candle wick of the successive candle. So this is the successive candle, this is the previous candle. So this is the gap from here down here, right? Literally, I mean, that's important for me to state. So if that is a candle, what's it called, if that is the if there's a gap, then that tells you there's a likely drawn liquidity to that point. Anyways, let's leave that for a moment and come back to the 1-month candle. So I'm going to be bringing you guys to the news that we had, which of course I did mention, and thankfully enough, those on our community get to see that news. If you're not on a community, I mean, you're missing out. So head over to Telegram and check out for Nova Trading Desk Africa. Nova Trading Desk Africa is the exact place you want to be, not to miss out on some market happenings and the real things that goes on in the markets. I mean, that's important. All right, very great. Okay, thanks for joining. I appreciate everyone who are part of what we're doing right here. Very much great. So I'm gonna be showing you this, just hanging right there, just a moment. So let's do it. Let's bring you guys to Forex Factory, and after which you would get to see the subject of a speech we're gonna hear together. I mean, I wasn't awake 2 a.m. I mean, why would I be awake? Why would I be awake hunting for what Trump says, and because I want to trade? I don't do some bargains. I'm sorry. Yeah, I am quite principled. Yeah, so when I'm done with work, I just want to go sleep, because I have to just do all of those. And I mean, that's important for you to also be healthy. Pay attention to your health. So this was the news I showed you guys, right? I mean, we have the news today. It's going to be happening in 2 minutes time, and unemployment claims telling you of how volatile this week was. But then this was the news, 2 a.m. West Africa time, which essentially is like 1 a.m. UTC, right? Trump spoke, right? I mean, this was what is, what is, I'm going to be looking at for what he says. I knew what he said was, ranging around the whole Iran war, and everything. I'm going to be pulling this out quickly. Let's also make people to know that we are on live. Let's get over to White House and see what we have the Dawn saying, right? So I think it should be here. I think so. Yeah. So this was it. Yeah, this was a speech. We're going to look into this and listen to the whole thing. Yeah, this was 11 hours ago. Yeah, I think it's almost the same time, 12 hours ago. Yes. You're gonna listen to this, I promise. And again, if you would want us to, we're gonna analyze this and do a quick detailed breakdown. I mean, that's what we are here to do. We want to check what this is all about and how we need to position ourselves and be very much careful, and how we must interpret the market of the market. Yeah, I mean, of crypto, of stocks, any market. We have to interpret that. And again, we needed to also look at how the news that is going to be released, the unemployment claims, how that's going to correlate and how that's going to sort of blend into the whole thing. It's already 1:30. We have the news being released. I don't want us to keep our eyes off that. It's already out. Unemployment claim is pending. Of course, that's one important news. Also, that anyways. So let's listen to what Donald Trump said. This is like the data. What he read, or what he says. I think this was the speech. I want to guess. Right. So, but then, okay. Unemployment claim this out is favoring the dollar because the actual data of those filing for unemployment for the first time is lesser than the forecasted data, and that's good for the dollar. And of course, if it's good for the dollar by the rule of correlation or inverse correlation, that's going to be bad for the dollar. I mean, for the other asset like stocks, or maybe let's say like Bitcoin, right? Maybe. But then the reality of the market lately seem to mirror a market that have become independent. So the expected level of correlation or inverse correlation that happens between the dollar and the Bitcoin market, and of course gold and commodities market, is not being there. And of course, like a friend who joined me some 2 days ago mentioned, it says, and I quote, majority of these assets, Bitcoin specifically, and of course gold, have become individual assets because their level of correlation has been literally messed up with during the Trump's administration. I mean, that's paraphrased, but that's the truth. And it's important for us to really know this, right? It's important. Now, we already have unemployment claims, so let's listen to what Donald J. Trump says. And please, you've got to pay right attention. We'll listen together, and I want everyone to be on the same page with us. Don't miss a thing. I think that's important. And again, let's all pay right attention. Let's go.
As we speak this evening, it's been just 1 month since the United States military began Operation Epic Fury, targeting the world's #1 state sponsor of terror, Iran. In these past 4 weeks, our armed forces have delivered swift, decisive, overwhelming victories on the battlefield. Victories like few people have ever seen before. Tonight, Iran's Navy is gone. Their Air Force is in ruins. Their leaders, most of them terrorist regime they led, are now dead. Their command and control of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is being decimated as we speak. Their ability to launch missiles and drones is dramatically curtailed, and their weapons, factories, and rocket launchers are being blown to pieces. Very few of them left. Never in the history of warfare has an enemy suffered such clear and devastating large-scale losses in a matter of weeks. Our enemies are losing in America, as it has been for 5 years under my presidency, is winning, and now winning bigger than ever before.
Okay, now I don't know if you heard that. I think I need to listen again. And the reason why I'm saying I needed to listen again, if you don't mind me, doing, it's not because I didn't hear what he says, but because I think this is not how Trump normally speaks. There wasn't the energy. I couldn't see the vibe. I couldn't see the boast, apologies, and I didn't see the pride. So let me listen again.
As we speak this evening, it's been just 1 month since the United States military began Operation Epic Fury, targeting the world's #1 state sponsor of terror, Iran.
Yep.
In these past 4 weeks, our armed forces have delivered swift, decisive, overwhelming victories on the battlefield. Victories like few people have ever seen before.
Yeah.
Tonight, Iran's Navy is gone. Their Air Force is in ruins. Their leaders, most of them terrorist regime they led, are now dead. Their command and control of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is being decimated as we speak. Their ability to launch missiles and drones is dramatically curtailed, and their weapons, factories, and rocket launchers are being blown to pieces. Very few of them left. Never in the history of warfare has an enemy suffered such clear and devastating large-scale losses in a matter of weeks. Our enemies are losing in America, as it has been for 5 years under my presidency, is winning, and now winning bigger than ever before.
All right, this is not all there is to the. Let me just sort of state that clearly and quickly. This is not all there is, right, to the speech. This is not all. I mean, just the truth. Just the truth of the matter.
As we speak this evening.
No, that's not what we're listening to anymore. I mean, that's our interest right now. I mean, yeah, that's not our interest. So, I can categorically tell you guys, if you care to listen, that there is more. I saw a friend made a post that, was like, let me just do it like this from speech. So it was like Trump threatening Iran. I saw that. Yeah, I mean, that's beyond the 1 minute. Apparently, there is some more. And yeah, watching full was 18 minutes. Delivers a prime time address to the nation on Operation Epic Fury. So Trump addressed in 90 minutes, more threats, no exit plan. So this was his address. I mean, summarily, so we don't sit around that. You could actually check the ripple effect of what's going to happen to oil. I mean, apparently you could see that that's led to a very huge spike in oil, and that explains why the entire market, including crypto and several other assets, just suddenly dumped. Anyways, it says these are the key takeaways. Trump's address in 19 minutes. More threats, no exit plan. So there has been more threat from the Iranian government, and there's yet no exit plan for the American soldier with boot on the Iranian soil. Key takeaways from tonight's speech: the war will last 2 to 3 more weeks. Power plants get bombed if no deal is reached. That's the threat is gonna bomb Iran's power plant. Objectives are close to completion. The US will bring Iran back to the Stone Age. I saw these exact words. The US will bring Iran back to the Stone Age. What that means? Now, just process that. And of course, when you're done processing, soak it in. Stone Age? Really? Anyways, apologies for being sarcastic. Anyways, that's necessary. What you have is the US's strength, meaning they're going to bring... And again, last I checked, I think it was Trump wanting a negotiation. And this is how it's going. Anyways, this is what you have. America won't import oil from Hormuz in the future. The Strait of Hormuz. America won't. I mean, that implies at the moment America still does import oil from Hormuz. And Iran's navy is gone. What he didn't say matters more. No mention of a ceasefire framework, right? He didn't say that. No acknowledgement that his own intelligence agencies say Iran isn't ready to negotiate. He didn't say that, which is what we are getting from Mario Naufal. He's saying what he didn't say is there is no plan for Hormuz being beyond telling other countries to fix it, and barely a word about gas prices, inflation, or the economic pain Americans are feeling right now. So the truth is, there's war in Iran. Americans are also feeling a heat of it. That's the truth. And now there is oil was falling when he started speaking. It was about $103 when he finished. $1 per barrel. Market heard the speech and priced in more war, not less. So the market really priced in more. That's what you're saying. I'm gonna probably pull up. I would definitely pull up the chart of US oil, so we all can see this together. And of course in 3D. Anyways, this is ontology. We have a running position on it. We have one from here, right? Precisely. We were waiting for this to happen, so it didn't happen. So we cut at 0.124, something like that. I want to run this to 0.08, which is in fact not fast. Somewhere around here. In fact, that take profit looks smaller when you look at the higher time frame. Anyways, I'm going to probably bring you guys to the charts, which is what I'm saying back door, and I'm speaking from that point. Apologies. But then this is the price of US oil. I would bring you guys to our page right here, so you can also see this with me. So look at this. Let's come quickly, and by quickly I really mean quickly. So let's come quickly to commodities, and of course you'd see US oil up 10% today. $110 per barrel of West Texas oil. That's US oil. This is not the price of US oil, by the way. Just wait, it's currently loading. Okay, that's it. It's pushing higher and higher and higher. It broke out of this range. It's really pushing. We're not ready for what is coming. I mean, the truth is, one thing is certain: oil, before it eventually drops, is going to probably do $130. I said that before. I have this post on LinkedIn. And if you want to price Elliott wave into the oil analysis, I mean, you could go ahead. I mean, that makes a lot of sense for me when you think of how you want to analyze this market. So you have the wave 1 of Elliott wave, then you have the wave 3. This is wave 4. Apparently, there'll be wave 5, and probably it's going to be like here or here, whichever way. And I'm saying the sell-off point for oil is really imminent. I mean, that's the truth. I cannot say specifically, categorically, conclusively where the sell-off for oil will be, and I hope you guys are saying this right now. That's important for me to state. So if oil still has more eyes to make, and say it's gonna do $130 per barrel, something like that, that means we see have almost 20% uptick for the oil market, right? I mean, that's important. So let me just highlight that. And of course, that explains and should explain the real price dynamic of the entire crypto market right at the moment. So everyone better wake up to the reality of what it is now. Some things are not going to be fundamentally clear. So you want to look at the market and say, hey, we would begin to buy right now. So, and the market is not buying because of the reality of the fundamentals. You need to be the word is not jealous. You need to be oh my god, you need to be English. I'm sorry, I'm not an English man. Just happen upon me. You need to overprotective, the word overprotective of your funds at this point in time, as you begin to say a story that touches the heart. I mean, no one wants to hear a story that you've lost all your money. No one wants to, and that's why you cannot afford to miss any of our live sessions, because that's what we do here. We are all out for your fund, not to take them, but to protect them, that kind of thing, right? Hi. And so that's very important for me to sort of state, and I mean, that's necessary. By the way, you could actually trade oil and all of these assets with me on LBank. Important. Cannot stress that enough. I can't stress that enough. So okay. Ugh. So what again? Where do we get to make this work, and how do we get to do this right now? Okay, so guys, I think okay, can you hear me? Great. So I think we just needed to look out more for what Trump says. Let's break them down one after the other. So from Mario's speech, you get to see that there is so much that Trump says, and I mean, the most of which is this: there's gonna be war at least 2 to 3 weeks, means towards almost the end of April. So there's gonna be more war, right? There's gonna be more attack by the US government. There is no ongoing negotiation. 3 summaries I would want you guys to put or pay attention to. I'm gonna write this on the chart, and I'm gonna probably make you guys see what I'm saying on the market. Let's come to the chart, and of course draw the implication of this. Let's also have a drawing board. I'm gonna probably show you guys my drawing board on Trading View. Yeah, I'm gonna be showing my drawing board because I think this is important. So sorry, it's raining here. So I'm hearing the sound of rain. I want to go check, so because I don't want any thunder to sound and like that. To put up the mitigation plan, we're powered by solar. So I'm gonna be right back just a moment. I mean, I don't want to leave, but I'm gonna be checking if I could always get that in control. So I'll just keep looking at, I'm listening to wanting to follow both, and so well, okay, let's go. Let me bring you guys home. When I'm saying home, I mean Trading Views. Me, yeah. So more war, more. So the summary is more war. More. Wanting to annihilate. War is going to continue for like next 2 weeks. Annihilation of Iran. Let me just write this on yeah, so you guys can come see with me what I'm trying to show you. I'm back home. Okay, I'm trying to get people on. So let me just write this here. So you have 1. I'm gonna write 1. You have, what do you have? Right? You have continuation of war. Continuation of war of 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know why this is taking like forever. I'm gonna probably turn it on again. Just a moment, please. So, yeah, what Trump says is very much important for us to note. What is he saying and what is he not saying? It's saying there's going to be like war next 2 to 3 weeks. There is a threat to bomb power plants in Iran. There is no talk around anything pertaining to negotiation, right? So, I mean, we need to get that straight. That's the statement of the POTUS. So, and of course, once we have this pretty much clear on our radar, we then can begin to ask ourselves what again is what again should we put to mind, or what shouldn't we put to mind amid all of this old discourse, right? Look at that. So we have this trade drawing. Great. Hope it drops really quick down. I'm showing you. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Looking for. I'm sorry, please. I'm trying to get those fine. So, one of the Okay, so let me just write it. So what we have in the war continuation for 2 to 3 weeks. So 2 to 3 weeks. So you have 2 and affiliation and of Iran Stone Age threats. So I mean, really want to turn Iran to, I don't know why. Iran civilization is literally older than the US. I mean, that's the truth. And of course, I don't think that's a possibility without making a call for nuclear war. And that's going to be very terrible for the whole of humanity. Anyways, that's what I'm here to discuss. But again, let me make you guys see this. Why is people on our finally? So yeah, this is the 3 threats basically. Now, what's the implication of this? If there's going to be continued war 2 to 3 weeks, and if this is going to hold waters, that implies next 2 to 3 weeks might it become market dropping. So the implication is what I'm going to be writing out side by side, so we can all be on the same page. So please, if you're watching, please don't be on the hurry to jump out. I mean, this is a daily chart. We've analyzed the market probably drop more. I'm going to probably check where you guys have to probably get on your entries, and we'll check for other assets we could actually trade. I mean, I think that's very much important for me to state, right? I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, let me send this. I've not even posted our live session to people. Let's post our live session. Get people to also join us. Right? This is important. So yes. Yeah, please, if you're watching, get a friend, join us. Let's forward all we're gonna be saying. And so this is what I will get people to know. What we need to get people to simple. What is that? We need to know that the war continuing in 2 weeks simply means one thing. There's no 2 meaning to it. The only single meaning is, you know what, there's going to be a selling market for the next 2 weeks on Bitcoin if these hold waters. Now, let's just picture that. How many days make a week? 7 days. Now, I can't imagine. I mean, I think this is too much for us to get Bitcoin to a bloody point. I'm not joking. That's it. This is not Bitcoin anyways, but I'm just saying so we all can know what I'm saying. This is. So let me just put up a different chart that is Bitcoin, of course, but then so we can actually do some of our writings. So let me just put this one up. Yeah, so we have this. So sorry. So this is what we have, and that's it. What does this mean? So what this means in simple terms is what I'm going to be writing out, and you'll see. It means there will be a 2 to 3 week dip on oil supply. Let's make it very much unique on Bitcoin stocks. Yeah, I think so. So I mean, this is what's gonna be like. So you're gonna have so much of demand. Yeah, that's one. You must soak this in. Two, the second import of this is there will be a market shock. Huge market shock. Just take note of what I'm going to be saying right now. It's important. It's going to be like a huge market shock. There will be a huge market shock. Absorption, that's it. Absorption of volatility. Like, money is going to probably be existing in the market because you could think what's going to be happening to set up several stock exchanges, New York stock exchanges, Dubai stock exchanges. You know, it's going to be like that terrible absorption, volatility, and liquidity. So money is going to be like leaving a lot of. I mean, it's going to be like very terrible across several countries. That's the truth. That's what's going to happen, right? Just think of the ripple effects and don't just stay on the surface level, right? So there will be a huge market shock, absorption of volatility and liquidity across several countries. Plus, you know, there's going to be like that spiraling effect of war. Plus more countries drawn into the war, right? That's it. This is very much serious, and you wouldn't know how huge that is. Then the no negotiation, what this means is still in view would be heavily sorted after, and would happen. Thus, let me just put that there so everybody can know, abruptly terminating the war, leading to a ceasefire and crashing oil. So I think, of course, you know the impact of oil crashing. Once oil crash, you know, Bitcoin pumps. And of course, this can also be, I'm going to put a PS. This can be at the end, the 2 to 3 weeks time lapse. So I mean, everyone needs to be on the same page with us. So now this is very profound, and guess what, this is very deep. You might be thinking this is all you want to put your attention to, but I'm telling you, there is really more there to put your attention to. You need to understand about the ongoing, right? I mean, that's it. So this is it. The import of of these is this. So this is the cost, this is likely the effect. I'm going to probably write that at the top so everybody knows what we're talking about. So there you have the cause. I'm gonna call that the effect. So right, so now just soak this in. It just so soak that in, and think of that, and sort of just think of what this is about, right? There's almost no way I'm not going to mention this fact, which of course you guys have seen. This is what we have ahead of us. So at least we don't know when Iran is going to respond, and just have a logical mental picture of what we've just made mention of, so everybody can be on the same page in our subject of talk, right? I mean, it's important, and there's almost no way I can say this other than this right now. It's important we all are on the same page. Very, very important. So what we are seeing right now is going to be proving what was right and what was not right. It's as simple as you guys can see. Now, I hope that really is making a lot of sense to you guys, and I do really hope so, and I really mean it when I say I hope so. Yeah, because when don't see the need or the place, and we don't see the need or the place of the market making itself clear enough, then I think we begin to ask questions. These are the questions we ask. Yeah. So I think just a moment. I think this is all that matters. So what next are we going to be expecting? Where else are we headed for? I mean, this is it. This is when things literally needs to begin to make sense. This is when things needed to make more sense. I'm trying to make a post so everybody can also get to join us and not say they missed out. I think this is important. Okay, so get people to join us. Don't miss out on our discussion. Just a moment. Okay. So I mean, that's pretty much all there is I want just to say right now. So we've made it very clear, and I think we are all clear on this. So by the way, would you mind we going back to the market? Let's look at what the market is saying right now. I think that's it. What do we have for the market, and what's the market saying right now? This is clear. So we have 2 to 3 weeks cause and effect to understand that the Bitcoin market is probably going to be dropping way more. So we're going to open the chart now and probably look out for some other assets we could also trade together. Okay, we are at 66k exactly, and this is where the market is right now, guys. The daily candle literally has formed its high and its low at the same time, and today's Thursday unemployment claims literally came out and it's in favor of the dollar, which means dollar is going to probably gain more strength, and apparently Bitcoin market is not going to hold waters right now. I don't think it's very much excuse me, logical for anyone to think of taking a buy from here. No, and I keep saying the chart is out of the market. That's it. This is what I mean. When you see the chart, you already know what's likely going to be happening. So, right, what Trump is going to be doing or saying, it's only going to be mirroring what we already have a knowledge of from the market. All right, so this is it. We're going to probably take out, the low at 65,500, and of course take out the low at 64,900. it's going to happen pretty quick, and I think that's it. So I mean, we understood what this meant already, and we're going to only look out for what trade we could take advantage of. So for me, I just probably have to deal with lower time frames and check out like how I could take advantage of the market right now. So right now, it's just smart to stay out of it. And if you've not entered, like we all did, some of us already have gotten into the markets. Those who knew what the likely thin market is probably going to be doing, we kind of make mention of the fact that it's, high time everyone started leaving their position, their entry. It's just smart to begin to re-evaluate on that. And yeah, that's I mean, that's what we began doing. I mean, I think so. Yeah, that's it. So we need to check. Let's get back to LBank. I'm going to look at gold and also ask myself questions if we could find a trade on gold. So, which is why I'll be doing this. So let's look at gold, look at several markets. So, I mean, Bitcoin is going to probably be dropping. I mean, I can't just jump in right now to get buy here or sell it. We don't want to put my stop loss on leverage trade. That was why I was telling you guys live yesterday. You know what? I don't know if that's going to be a smart decision or a very much unreasonable decision, that I have closed all of the positions I bought on spot, and I want to sit on cash waiting for when the market is going to probably crash so that I could take advantage of the market at a lower price. Because I think when Bitcoin is going to drop, say 20%, other of those assets are going to drop way more, right? Like way more. You can't explain to what extent of deep they will deep. That's the truth. You can't explain it. You literally can't. That's the truth about where we are right now and what I think market is going to probably be doing. Yeah, so we all need to wake up and face the reality of what we think market is going to probably be doing. And I think that's it. And I think this is what we have to just read right now. Yeah, so I mean, I think that's pretty important. So yeah, I mean, I thank God I took that opportunity and I jumped out of this trade. I thank God I did. Can you imagine BNB on $575? You can't imagine that. So a very unusual drop is really going to happen in the market, and people are not going to be ready for it. They're not going to be ready for it. Can you imagine Bitcoin dropping from where it is, like 13% straight in a day? It's going to be very much on. I'm telling you, that's going to probably happen. So yeah, I think that's necessary. By the way, I'm actually looking at a position I have opened. I'm trying to see what we have to do on that. Yeah, that kind of thing. So, I mean, ontology is really dropping. Would not believe it. I'm saying this coin is going to probably get to a very ridiculous drop. I would not believe it's going to drop. But I think it's going to probably drop to 0.066. I'm going to show you ontology, which is the trade we are on. I mean, if you are on our community, you wouldn't miss out on this. And that's why I'm going to be telling you, hey, don't miss out on our charts. Don't. Just don't. Yeah. So we are probably going to ride all this to like 6.6 here. Yes, so. And of course, the stop loss is going to probably in profitable zone right now. So hey, this is it. So literally give the call, and this is where we are right now. I mean, this is like take profit 1 happening. This is take profit 2.08 is going to happen pretty soon. But I think it's going to probably drop all the way to this point. Yeah, in the next coming day. It's going to drop like here to 6.6, which is very much. So maybe I should make this take profit 1, this take profit 2. Yeah, after all said and done, it's about taking the profit that you get from the market. So yeah, let's just have it that way. 6.6. For the stop loss is going to be like at 17.0117. It feels good again to get your winning streak back in the markets, and that's what you will always get to feel trading with. So we're running on this. I'm going to probably show this to people in our community so they know we did, cut this market move. more reason it's just best for you to join our live stream, because most of the things that we do or say on live stream we're not even make it to the community. That's why you just have to be here right now. That's it. Let's drop this right now. So we're gonna look at gold, and we'll be dropping our conclusions on gold, right? All right, so gonna be dropping this the P&L of this running trade. We'll get to see that it's still very much running, and nobody should be missing out on trades like this. I mean, important. Okay. All right, so okay guys, let's look at Bitcoin. I mean, let's look at gold, and of course draw a conclusion on what we think is going to happen on the gold market. So let's leave ontology. I'm going to check out for other assets, and if you're asking me where then should I take the trade, I missed it, David. I'm going to tell you, wait for this to take out the liquidity. Maybe when it takes out, I'm going to take advantage of the retracement, and of course would have to just, I mean, in the interim, this liquidity must be cleared, which of course I think it's already up on doing. And after that, we're going to have this liquidity cleared that the market is going to probably do. After that, we're going to have this other one cleared. So, I mean, which is the market going to probably tap in here. So, this is 6.6. And I think it's the easiest to really get cleared, because as we see the market playing out in the next couple of days, it's going to make a lot of sense how the market is meeting this critical target. It's going to make a lot of sense, because I think volume will attest to this directional plays. I think so. And we might have this thing entirely retracing, not just here, in fact, here right now, because that's the truth. This is where ontology came from dusts as a reason. To dust shall it return. And I think it has about maybe like 30% more to still move, right? It has really dropped almost 24%, right? I think so. And that's what you're seeing right now. Let's look at gold and see if we could pick a good play on gold today and trade gold alongside. And please, if you're watching and you don't want to miss out on all of these trades, get your account funded. Use the code DavidNova as you're seeing on the screen on LBank, right? LBank, L for leading, B for bank. That's simple, right? And you would be so much on the same page with us right now. So that's it. Oh no, gold is God. You know what I'm thinking? This is a typical sell proof. Grab liquidity on the previous day and drop, take liquidity below the former day. It could continue like this, and then next day could be our target. Anyway, this is gold. Not the exact one. I think I have my analysis on. Let me check this other one. XAUUSD, come on. All right, this is a USDT. Gold. Okay, so this was the one we had on. So, I mean, I literally told you guys yesterday that we should sell. Guess what? I didn't set that sale. I told you guys are going to probably drop from that point, that I was waiting for this liquidity to be taken. I mean, you remember if you joined yesterday. Oh, yes. Probably going to make a short out of that video. So, now look at this. I was like, this is something that's happening. And this, so like, guys, if we had taken our shot from here, we could have been in this trade. But hey, that's more reason why sometimes I still have that question I'm asking myself. So, David, must you wait for the confirmation? Because look at this. Waiting for the confirmation means you're going to wait for this. And that's like 140 pips out of the whole 240 pips. That's like more than half of the whole meaningful movement of the market. Now, think of that. Hey, think of that. And then, while this happened, you were waiting for retracement patiently, like we literally often do. And this is something that worries me when it comes to, you know, waiting for confirmation when it comes to execution as a trader. No, please don't. Hey, don't be emotional about what I'm saying. Please listen and process it very well. We often, as traders, fall into this loop. We fall into this loop. I'm not joking. I'm not myself. I'm a would I say victim? I always, you know, find myself in doing this right now. That's it. That's the truth. What do I mean by finding myself doing this right? So waiting for confirmation might be good, but at other times it's just not the way to win the markets. Because after all said and done, even when you wait for confirmation, that does not guarantee that you might not hit stop loss. So now think of that, right? Now, while you think of that, now look again at this chart. I'm like literally showing you guys this chart. So we literally knew the market was going to be selling. We called that sell. Yes. Oh, yes. And then, of course, it dropped. Now, wait for the retracement. I would naturally waiting for a sell around this point. Optimum point of entry for me. But the market didn't come there. In fact, the subsequent candle, if I had entered, dropped another 100 and maybe 46 points or pips. Brother. So now, being pious, I'm gonna wait for the retracement. It doesn't work out. I'm saying this to say, if you have any thought on that, please drop in the comment section. But I'm thinking, you know what, once you have a key level that you have a likely point of trigger for the market, the best we can do is enter at that exact point. I mean, so this was my trigger point, 4,795 to 4,800. I should have just entered once I had liquidity above this point, and I should have just entered. So targeting the high of this particular point should have been my point of entry, which is grabbing liquidity. I could have just done that. I think that's the only trap that's the only way I could actually take advantage of the market. So, because if you look at the daily time frame, which is what I want to show you right now, you would see that what the market literally did was the market went for the liquidity rest on the previous day. So I could have just said, you know what, I'm going to target this previous day at 4,943 above it, right, like that. My stop loss right anywhere above this point. I'm just going to risk it, or maybe above here, like the candle wick, which is the candle wick of the other move. I'm gonna say yes, that's my point of stop loss. I would, by so doing, get myself in the move with a very free and allowable stop loss, and I'm gonna probably run this, and by morning I'm gonna be waking up to a magic. This is huge, because the truth is there's a high tendency for us to see gold dropping all the way back here. You wouldn't believe it, but then let's just keep watching anyways. That's important for us to take note of anyways. But that's just to say, it's not every time we wait for confirmation. At other times, take the liquidity rest above the previous candle, as you could see in this scenario. So you literally get to do this, and you don't miss out on trade. So you get to rise, take your trade rise above here, something like that. Exactly. So with this, you are always in, taking it right exactly above here. Bro, this is it. Look at that. This is a daily candle. I don't know. Lock that in. Let's go check how the market has been faring. I'm going to be right back. Let's go take a short break. I'm going to be right back. Really right back. Really right back. Let's go take a break. I mean, we've been here like one. Let's take a short break. I'm going to be right back. Going to be right back. Enjoy the live stream. We need to also, don't forget, still do things around, looking at questions such as what are the key levels to watch out for. I'm going to discuss that. We've checked what Trump's statement means to the market, why Bitcoin reacted that instantly. We've looked at that. So when we are back, we're going to look at the key levels. We're going to look at if this is a bull trap, and we're going to check the opportunities around the crypto market, the gold market, the oil market, the stock market. By the way, I hope you're aware. Okay, let's do it. Let me just pull up Baba. I mean, you remember the Alibaba, Alibaba asset. So you get to see, we had a buy point on Baba at like 140, but then we were like, cancel that buy because of the ongoings. And of course, you've been seeing Baba dropping. Our eyes still on Baba, but then just look at that. It's been a very huge drop, since we analyze the market, Alibaba on the stock exchange, right? And I think it's been so great. So if you would not mind me showing you guys, all I'm just gonna say is please stay safe, stay very safe. In the market, so stay very safe. I'm gonna be right back just to show you the chart on Baba. So after that happened, I literally was like, let's forget a buy from here. It's probably dropped this way. So I see on the market, I think so. Let's stay safe. I mean, that's very important. Let's stay safe. I'm gonna be showing you what we have to do on gold. I think that's important. So we would get to know how we are probably going to be taking an entry. So please, if you're a gold trader, be positioned. You have so much to really soak in right now. And again, look at gold on a monthly time frame. It's already flipping. It already flipped. Look at that. It flipped, and that tells you, hey, we're probably going to sell. I mean, I suspected that, but again, I mean, I was a bit scared. So look at this, and let's come to the 1 hour chart and see if we could find cool execution. So the sell-off is going to be very much bloody. And I think you're welcome. You're welcome to a very momentous market. That's it. I'm gonna be right back. Enjoy the live session. Mm, 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 mm. Bro, several things are happening in the market right now. I'm trying to check myself. I think I saw a news. It says one dead as Saharan dust at gale force winds batter Greece. Greece is struggling with the aftermath of storm Erminio, which brought both lethal flooding and massive Saharan dust cloud. Man's body was recovered in near Macri. Right, I mean, let's just leave the news for a moment right now. So, what's the market saying, and where are we in the middle of all this, right? So, yeah, this is gold. Apparently it's not going to stop until it probably comes here. So, I mean, if you're going to be asking what do I think on gold, I mean, I will tell you for fact, I don't think there's going to be a retracement as such. So let me plug in my log target indicator. Let's see what that tells me. So it says there's a demand here, but that's not the absolute. On the 1 hour chart, it says there's a weak eye. It says there's a possibility of us going to 4,850, and I think that also is true. It says there's a break of structure here. It says the real demand on the 4 hour chart is here, right? Which of course coincide with almost the same point we expect the market to drop into. But again, if you come to the 30 minutes chart, which I think we would love to look at, the only fair opportunity for a retracement or a sell is here. And I don't know, but that's a possibility. Gold doing 2% upwards. That's a huge possibility. Kenyan character. The absolute point for selling on this market should be here instinctively. 4,720. Buying from here is not reasonable until it has taken a liquidity and shifted structure. I mean, that's what we are taught. Guys, what? There's a coin that really went up right now. So there's a moment, because I mean, I think what we want to really address right now is marking out the key levels. So this is gold. Let's start with the 30 minutes candle mark out. So I think I've marked at this point, this point, this point. I mean, I believe that the highest we're gonna see gold this month is this $4,800 mark per ounce. I believe gold is overpriced at the moment. Let me just state my beliefs, all right? And I believe we'll be seeing gold drop in the coming days. All right, so since that's clear, let me start from the 1 day chart. So I'm just gonna go down like that. I'm not gonna go down, but I mean, I'm gonna just move to a lower time frame all across board like this. So I haven't taken the inducement here and tapped in a price as approved. Permit me to say it that way, the way I thought of it, right? Price has approved $4,800 as the local high of the gold price action. So let me put it that way. Yeah. So you could like it or not, but that's what I'm seeing on this market right now. So yeah, this is the case of gold. All right, so this is a case of gold, and that implies this is a local low. This is a lower. I'm gonna call this what I want to call it, a lower high. Oh yes, and if that's a lower high, I mean, we know there's gonna be a lower low. That implies that, like it or not, there's gonna be a takeout of this point. Right. This daily candle is going to close. We're going to have a new daily candle open. Of course, like the way I've always pictured the market, permit me to do it the way I think of it. There's going to be like a closure of the candle and another open, right? I mean, whichever how this candle is going to close. I think for me, I wouldn't consider taking a trade today. I'm going to probably wait for this candle closure. For today's candle. Today's already 1 hour into the New York session. 1 hour 30 minutes into the New York session. And I don't know, but I think, right, honestly, that there is still going to be more price actions tomorrow, as there's going to be price actions today. So the daily candle is here. I don't know if we're going to expect more expansion. This is how many move. Let me draw it for you. Yeah, from 4,799 to 4,553. This is a 245 point move, a 5% drop on gold. I think gold will definitely want to, close around the price range where it is. I don't think it's going to go lower more, so I wouldn't be encouraging a sell at all. And a buy, I think it might just be stalling and ranging where it is today. Actually, take my word for it or not believe it. Anyways, let's complete the 4-hour chart. What you see on the 4-hour chart is simple. You see this, almost doji. I think you're going to be having it that way. And I'm going to be honest with you, I doubt gold coming to 4,722. It can happen, but then that's why you have it marked there as a point of sale, a likely point of sale. So let me just do it that way. The perfect point, that's the perfect trade setup, is me having that point as my entry, right? Essentially. And of course, my stake profit will be literally right here. Right. Yeah, exactly. For gold. But the 4-hour chart says a thing, and of course we need to listen. This candle, liquidity below here, but it doesn't take it above here. This candle neither goes above here or here. So whatever this candle gets to do in relation to this, we of course will draw an inference of that. I mean, that's important for me to literally say. The New York session is literally starting now. Really? Oh my god, the New York session started by 2:30. Really? I mean, this is where you get to see more volatility now. So let's see what's going to be the whole play or gameplay they're going to be doing. So we literally have London. Let me just plug in another indicator for you guys to see. Yeah, so locks are go all the way. What do you see? This was London session literally for 4 hours ago. So this was Tokyo. Between Sydney and Tokyo, we literally had this crazy drop. And what you guys are seeing, right? Let me close this. I don't need this. So this was all of yesterday from year to year. This was today. So you have London currently. London literally. What do you think? So you have just look at yesterday's session. What do you think Tokyo did? So what do you think? Oh my god, what am I even saying? What do you think London did? London bought, New York sold shortly, but then Asia session, which is Sydney and Tokyo, massively sold. So London, New York bought. So when Tokyo sold today, it's very likely we're gonna have London buying shortly on gold. Very possible. Maybe we should make a look at that. But then let's ask ourselves, why should London buy or New York? So London really has sold. It's possible we have New York because while I was on the trading floor, I remember we came to a point of saying, whatever, especially it's on zinc, right, which is a very high volatile metal. Whatever London does, New York either builds on it or it reverses it. Yeah, New York mostly builds on it, right? That's one of the conclusions we reach. So, guys, what you're seeing right now, this candle open and this candle price action, you're seeing indecision so much on London. You're seeing it's essentially bearish. London session began at about 8 o'clock in the morning Nigeria time till about 2 p.m. So that's about 70% drop on London. And a new 30 minutes candle is literally forming. Maybe we would actually take advantage of this right now to see what we think. The retracement here was not going to drop the market down, meaning the market still has interest. New York is actually forming in between here and all of those. I think if you would ask me what do I think I should do on New York, I think I want to see New York drop down, take out the London low, which is here, and then we can then come take out London high. I mean, this might not be very much such a thing that you might fall in love with, but I think that's what the market's going to probably do. So I'm going to probably want to position for a buy here at London low. This was a low of London, and I'm going to be thinking around 4,749. My stop loss is going to be at the Asia low. I would want to take this all the way to this high, London high. So I mean, this is going to be funny, but then I think that's what we want to do. Let me take a snapshot of this so everybody knows we have a proof. Okay, so everybody knows we're talking real market discuss right now. So I mean, miss out on this. So what if I want to buy the markets? Paper, check how we could be able to connect our broker. let me see. Let me also, I'll try and see how I can, guys. This real? When was this trade opened? Let me just close it anyways. So I don't know when that trade was opened. I can't remember. All right, so I don't know. Really? Yeah, so okay. I wanted to change the broker and also see if I could have XNext and other accounts right here. Binance is here. Nice. It's not gonna be bad to make some trade around these assets like these. Let me see all the brokers we have. But I think trading on XNext, I mean on TradingView, looks interesting. It's not gonna be bad to make a try on this right now. Good and cool. Anyway, so let me just connect to this guy for tonight. I'm gonna probably check this out later. So now we're gonna be taking a buy, and where we want to take this buy, it's a limit, and we want to take this buy here. Stop loss is gonna be like right here, almost $44 US, not so much. Anyways, if we're gonna be using, and the limit buy is gonna be right here. And the take profit is going to be right here. Risking $20 for like 75, 78. It's not bad. I'm going to risk 2 units and let's take a buy on that. See? So we want to really see how the market will come and tap into the what we call the London low. Taking out the London low, taking this liquidity, then coming out, take out London high. I mean, if eventually that's what we think the market's going to probably do. So we're going to be watching on this. I think, oh my God, do you believe Bitcoin has dropped? You see that? Yeah. If I then do plug in the session of a thing, where is that? Let me just add in the session. I'm going to also be showing you the trade we have running right now. See, it's about time we really take this our trading thing to a better point. Not a place where fear is leading. No. So what do you see Tokyo doing? Of course, selling off London literally sold, and I think we expected this to really be the outcome on the gold market. We expect gold to really drop more a little bit, right? And by dropping more, we feel it's going to drop into a point of our buy. That's our expectation on the gold market, really. So now look at this. What do you think will be the picture of what's probably going to happen in the Bitcoin's New York session? I mean, I would love to know what your own takes are. Then this is what you're seeing right now, guys. Okay. Come in, please. Sorry. Yeah. So this is it. London is what you guys are saying. Let me come to 30 minutes. I think that's what you get to see when New York is ready for me. So this is London low, which was this point, and this is New York taking London low. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be like the valid reality of what we should think or expect for Bitcoin also, but then I think we would probably see New York session taking out London low, which is my expectation. On I don't know if I'm going to be using that for also Bitcoin taking out London low and then London high before continuing. And why that metric is simple, because the market needs to lead people on and making them think so that the bulls are in control, right? So the drop down to maybe 66, 65, 600 and a quick rise up to 67k 100 could happen, then the market still sell. So when you asking me what do I think of the market and how do I explain the likely outcome of what the market is going to probably do, I'm going to be honest with you, there is going to be a sell-off afterward. So now look at that, it's already dropping there, and I don't know if we should be waiting to bag it and of course catch it, something like that. Wait and check. Let me know what you guys are thinking. But then I think we have already begun marking out the key levels. I think it's clear. For me, on gold, the key levels are simple. I wouldn't. Let me just close this. Okay. I mean, my key levels are simple. I'm not expecting gold to come to this point. My next point of sell on gold is here. My supply zone is at 4,680. That's my next supply zone, right? Which is me saying there is going to be like a sell-off on gold from once it comes like that, and I'm expecting that. Yeah, so something like this. So you get to see this in real time, and this is profound. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, hey, can I trade gold? Yes, you can, and why not? And yes, you could trade gold on LBank. That's the truth. You can trade gold on LBank, and we're marking out the skill level, which is part of our discussions, so everybody can, have, their own share of understanding market analytics. Right? It's simple. It is as simple as you guys can see. So now, clearly enough, I think everybody can admit with the reality that we are having this market drop probably to that point. It must take out this was London low, and I'm expecting that to happen. I don't know what's up with Bitcoin. Bitcoin actually drop way more. Who knows? But then I think my eyes is off Bitcoin right now, but eyes on gold. And this is what I think on gold. For Bitcoin, our analysis on Bitcoin is simple. I'm not saying this was going to probably be the real proof of it, but Bitcoin, we are clear, it's going to probably come clear of this low. In fact, before it thinks of any retracement, Bitcoin could come for 64.5 before thinking of any retracement. So I think it's going to probably be dropping way more lower in the next coming days. We better wait on that. So the next key level, right, is we're expecting Bitcoin. Let me take out this indicator. Oh yes, the next key level, I'm gonna take this out, is here. So think of Bitcoin coming here for 62. Let me mark out that point so you could see this is it's a liquidity zone. So Bitcoin's going to probably come for this point. That's it, and it's what it is. So that point first, and I promise we would see Bitcoin coming for this point. Don't forget, we're the first to call out this breakout. What happened? I'm going to probably show you again, right? We called out the breakout when we saw the market failure to take out, to push ahead of this high. We exited the trade somewhere around there when we're expecting this to come take out this high, and this from the lower high, and this was the immediate lower high that is forming this low. And of course this is a lower low, right? This is a lower low. So there you have a lower low. That's a lower low, and of course this is now the lower high, which of course the market apparently respected. And by this respect, we clearly can see the market interest. And of course, if you draw say Fibonacci retracement, you could tell how well the market is going to drop. So let me show you how well can the market drop. You draw this like that to this eye. So you could see the next point of market's drop, 1.68, which is here. The market's going to probably drop here at 62,500, and people would not expect it, but that's around the same key level. You could see the markup here. So that tells you the next key level. I mean, on Bitcoin, we're clear enough. The next key level is here. It's going to probably drop here. And if you, this is something very much tough to do. Let me take out this, which is you wanting to time when the market will get it, and that you wanting to probably get in on a sell here and put your stop loss in a ridiculous place. I mean, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. It doesn't work that way. And for you to see how individualistic this market's operating, you could see gold literally bouncing off buying, while Bitcoin is literally dropping down selling. So telling you how totally different this whole market thing is, right? So it is what it is, and there's nothing anybody could do about that. Hey, if you love this our live session, don't forget to subscribe and follow us. I would really appreciate you doing. So I think that's very, 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 very important. Yeah, very, very important. Very, very important. There is almost no way I would say this other than the truth. The market is what it is, and if anyone is not consistent with what they think the market is doing, they're not just going to be prudent with their finance. So let me say that again. You've got to be consistent with what you're doing on the market for you to be prudent with what you would see the market doing to you. Consistent. Stop dilly-dallying. Stop going up and down. Stop changing narrative. Brother, be consistent, at least for a moment. I think that's it. So, and that's very, 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 very necessary. Yeah, I think that's necessary for us to just put in out. So, I mean, just think of that. Understand what the market is probably going to be saying or doing. I think that's important for us to say. So, people are just unique. There are strange things I am seeing on what's it called? I'm seeing strange things on TikTok. People just do anything just to get attention on TikTok. It's crazy, man. People are just, they don't even care right now. People don't care. I'm not joking, right? I'm just in a person I've never seen before, just acting weirdly. Anyways, it happens. We all better wake up to the reality. People just don't care, whatever it is. That has to be done. All right, let's leave them for a moment. I'll come back to our live session. Okay, so yeah, this is where we are, and where are we? We're looking at the market. So we've marked out the key levels, so we're good. Bruh, really? He didn't take out the low, but it's already moving. So how do I explain this right now to people? I expect this to take out the low. Anyways, you just have to wait, and if it moves, so be it. So when you take out the high in London session, we could take a buy or a sell. But if we had entered, how many points would I have been? From here, we literally watched it come to 588 here. It's up like 25 points. I know the market sometimes, acts this way, and then make you feel, oh, you're missing it. But then that's it. That's really it. Yeah, I think this is interesting and important. All right, let me leave TikTok for a moment and come back to where we are. All right, well, very funny. And yeah, yes, let me change. Okay, guys, we are here making it now. Great. Bitcoin is on 65,942, and of course gold is pushing higher. So like if we had entered on this, maybe it would have been a lot of, but then it didn't take out the low. I was waiting for this to just happen, like just slightly. I mean, you literally watched me saying that. So it's been from here, it's been up, a point, 35 points, 36 points. All right, so we're gonna probably take advantage of the sell if we could not take advantage of the buy. Jumping in right now is not wise. I think I've marked out the key level for young gold, and I think we've done that on Bitcoin. Let's look at oil while we're waiting for our trade to peak. You know what? I'm gonna set a sell limit on gold so we don't miss out on that. So we're going to be taking the eye of New York for a sell. I'm also going to be doing this on LBank. So you could trade gold with me. And of course, I would appreciate it. Bro, this is really moving crazy fast. If we had entered, that would have been a lot of hit for us. I feel pained a little bit, but I feel happy way more. Why? Because I'm sticking to my principle. Guys, you had better know this for yourself. When it comes to your trading, the principle is all that you've got. You don't have to be going all over the place trying to prove a point. It's not going to help you after all. Let's come set our sell. I mean, clearly. Bruh, this is really moving. $4,662 is our sell point. We're going to be taking the eye on London session, right? So this is near your kill zone. We want to take the low on London and then rise it to the high. I mean, I wished I had entered on that trade. It didn't take out the low on London. It didn't. No, it didn't. I'm going to probably open this out at this trade on LBank and look at the charts. Bitcoin is almost on 66k. Don't get moved. Don't be emotional about the trade, right? Don't be. Keep your eyes on the flint and keep watching. This is happening. Okay. So we have a sell. We're gonna have a 3-unit sell. Limits. Yeah. Stop loss right above. Then take profits right below. Then it's gonna probably take out that low again. So now you're seeing me giving you guys trade in real time. So our stop loss is gonna be right above here. That's the point. So let's oh my Jesus, let's get into taking this trade on LBank. I wanted to do, but then I think I'm very much slow right now. Okay, I'm getting back to LBank to take this trade, right? You have to join me. Don't wait. And by the way, you'd really, I mean, let's just, I want to finalize this on the chart before I jump out, and that's why I don't want to be agitated to make a very silly decision. You know what I'm saying? Let's come to XAU USDT on LBank and let's take the trade. So I mean, I think I'm probably gonna take gold on LBank. Let me just let's bring you guys to the home page right here so you could watch this with me. Let's come to the home page on LBank. Yeah, that's where the real deal happens. So we're going back and front. No one is gonna miss out after all. What? Okay. Apologies, I'm trying to get our vertical live stream to also be on the same page with us on what we're doing. Okay, fine. So let's come to gold. It's about to go real well. Nothing's gonna go down. 4,632, right? That's where it is. 632. Yeah, something around that range. Oh yes. Let no one despise your youth. Yeah. But that'll be an example of the believer. Oh yes. I'm not gonna believe this is gonna probably drop more, but then we already know what we were looking for. So I mean, did it take out Asia low? It didn't also here. This was Asia low. We're expecting this to happen and we buy. We're gonna probably take our sell from here quickly. That is a sell from 4,662, and I mean it's looking like that. In fact, too much. The point. So we want to take a sell from that point, and of course our stop loss is going to be like this tight, because that's London eye. I want to believe that point is going to be protected, and there we're going to exit. Okay. Are we quick enough? I'm trying to check if we are. I mean, it's only going to be one. We'll try this out. If we get stopped out, fine, we'll be back. We get some money from OMNI account, not so much anyways, but we won't make it. So we're setting this, right? You shouldn't miss the sell and the buy at the same time. You know, that's what an old saying would say. It's almost 3 p.m. right now. It's great. Think of that. The 4,663 is the point of entry. And we're going to be having the exit at that point, 4,680, 70 points. And there will be no waiting until this happens. We're going to take this back. So join me in this trade right now. Let's do it. For 70x's, that's not too much. 4,663. And okay. And we would be taking a stop loss at 4,680. Let's see if we could risk that amount. Because, you know, at LBank you get to see how much. Okay, $3.4. And the take profit at 4,005. That's not bad. 4,582. $23. Which could happen very quick. Should we do an 100x? Let's see. Let's see how much that's gonna be for the amount we're gonna be risking. Not so much. The profit, the loss to not so much. All right, so let's go. Let's do this. We're having our entry at that, and so the entry is at 4,663. All right, that's the margin we gain by the leverage, just stop loss and take profit. All right. So we have these as our trade. We've set them now. We're gonna be waiting for this to happen. There's no rush. We'll just watch the market in real time. I mean, this could be you. Don't miss it on our trades. Join us real time and trade with us. Let's do the market together. Let's do the market together. This is really going through our take profit, and I really did wish we had gotten in. But again, we're waiting for this to take out London low. Let me check. Back door. I'm looking at back door. No, that was not what I wanted to do. Okay. Yeah, I should have taken this. Let me check what's happening here. This was when this happened, and then this. We're gonna learn more about this market in coming days. So we're waiting for this to come to our take point of entry. It's almost there. You see, we're gradually coming closer, and I think this is great. I'm probably gonna be dropping this. Screenshots as a proof that we did make this call on our channel, so you don't say, hey, you didn't tell it. I mean, we did told it. We did told it. We did told it. Nobody should say we didn't. So just think about that right for a moment and tell me what you guys think about the market. Wanting to know, wanting to know, wanting to know, wanting to know. I think we're done with the key levels, and if you wouldn't mind, I would love to know what you guys are also thinking. Right. Right, yeah. So Okay, guys. So, what do you all think? Bro, this thing is it's gonna take out it. It's gonna take out the London Eye. My concern is let it take it out, take us in, and never take us out. That's what I want. But then if it also misses our move, I mean, it's not bad. I'm not gonna be so scared. By the way, we have OMNI trades to also still take. We have OMNI trade, which I'm probably going to take with us. I think we have one voucher. I'm gonna probably bring back our funds to trade with us. Maybe when gold gets to that point where we want to take our sell from, I'm probably gonna be taking the trade at that point on 2000x leverage. So let's wait. It's really almost there. So look at the 1 minute candle formation of this. See? Think of the 5 minutes. Okay, so we have a short on gold, and that's the point. Not even financial advice either ways or any ways. I think I'm gonna probably revisit on this trade. Okay, it's a new 1 hour candle. Okay. Okay, so let's look at XAU. Okay, gold. I think it's gold. Almost there. This thing is really dropping. What's happening here? Wow, 4006 really dropped. Really tight. Stop loss on 4000s. Profit 4000. Okay. We're waiting for this to really come take out the the other eye and all of that. I mean, let nothing trouble your mind this time around. Just keep watching the old market thing. So, oh boy. Don't tell me we missed on the buy and we're missing on the sell all at once. I mean, it's not gonna be bad. I mean, oh, but then it's not so good. So, I mean, this is it. I mean, I don't know if you're of the school of thought this is gonna probably get our trade on board. I don't know. But if you're in that school of thought, good for you, and I'm gonna be so happy to actually get you. Guess what? 66,100 that's where Bitcoin is at. And of course, that's not an excitement point for us. We know this is there is more. Let me check the chat if people are actually saying one or two things to me I need to pay attention to. Really? Okay. If you have anything to say, what's up? I'm asking you, so please share your view on the market. And you know what? This is very interesting. Why? Because Trump spoke, the market dumped, and of course, we wanted to check what's going to happen in the middle of this and where our stance is. And I think we've been able to explain that. We have been able to explain that this is what the market looks like, and this is what we're going to be doing, and this is what we're going to be saying. There is no back and forth. Is what it is. Anyways, let's not get stuck on this. We've been able to address some important matters. Let's look at the key levels on oil while we're going to be waiting for that, so we don't wait. And of course, get ourselves just burnt out waiting and waiting and waiting for forever. Never. By the way, our position on oil is still clear. We're going to probably clear 124 and enter into the $130 mark soon. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. So, let's bring you guys to trading view and let's look at US oil together on a daily time frame and also on the weekly time. We're gonna look into this and of course draw the curtains. I think the key levels we marked out on oil is still very much valid, and I think it's still holding waters. If you've been joining our live session for a while, you will definitely know that we've been very much clear on what we think US oil is going to probably do. We have been vocal enough, and I think everyone who listens knows that this is intentional. We want people to know where we think the market is going to be headed for right now. That's it. So we marked out key points. So this is the demand. We've been calling for this buy from here when we missed out on this breakout. I mean, this was it. It's been up since then, about 41%. You know, there was a lot of back and forth right here. Because this has been many days. Like, think of this. This is a daily candle, right? And where one candle equals to 1 day. And from here, which is, I think we could count the candle or the bars if we ask. It's been like almost, this has been 19 bars, 19 days. That's like 19 bars, more than 2 weeks, right? You need to know this yourself. Right, you need to know this yourself. It's more than, you know, yeah, this is like 18 bars or 19, almost like 19 bars. That tells you the market is very much, a lot has happened. But then this is our analysis. This is our stance. This is what we think the market is probably doing. And so this was the key levels we marked out. That this is the eye that the market is going to take it out. We've been calling for this push up, and of course that's what we're seeing. In no way are we shocked? Are we surprised? With what we're seeing the markets do, right? We're not surprised. We're not. I'm not. If you are, but then I think I'm not. Come to reason with me when you're not, shocked about what the market is probably doing. And the reason is simple. We think, or let me put it this way, I think we need to know that oil is very much certainly going to test the $130 mark per barrel. It could be this next 2 weeks, because if you've not forgotten, we literally mentioned following Trump's statement that the next 2 to 3 weeks there'll be more attack on Iran. I mean, what he didn't say is discussions around negotiation, which means that there is the possibility of negotiation, but he didn't mention that, which of course implies the Iranian government is not giving any flaw for that to happen. And the second thing we also saw is the possibility of a more plummeting market where there's going to be like crazy sell-off, all of those happening alongside. By the way, don't forget that we have an eye on the market. We have a sell on gold. I'm probably going to be giving a very detailed price action on this, so people who are in our community don't miss out on our trade on gold. So let's give a detail. We have a sell limit. Let me put these. Okay. Come on, sell limits, market sell. No, this time around it's limit. Okay, limit sell. I'm dropping this. It's on XAU. Gold. Let me just put gold so everybody knows that it's gold USDT. Okay, every trade is risky. You must just know that I'm dropping the exact signal in our trading room. So the exact entry point is entering gold at 4,663. The take profit is 4,582, and the stop loss sits at 4,680. All right, that's it. We've given that precise entry. Right now, we're gonna be waiting for how gold is gonna react. So now look up. We have this key level that implies that from where oil is trading at to the point of reversal, likely reversal, it's almost 20%, literally. I mean, it's literally 20%. So we still say there is still a higher point or higher move we're expecting on the oil market. So I think so. So I think it's important to state the obvious. You might not just believe it, but that's the truth. You might not. Hey, it's not on you. It's on whatever people think, and I think this is important. So oil is going to gain more value, and if you think you want to buy oil spot, you could go ahead to do this on LBank, not a financial advice, but then you still have almost 10-15% to get in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So are you waiting for 12 months to have a 10-12% APY from your mutual funds investment, or you want to really get this in 2 to 3 weeks? Just as Trump has stated, the likely time lapse or time frame for an attack or the attack on Iran. So I'm saying this to say the very likely thing is the next 2 to 3 weeks will be an appreciation on the price of oil, and of course every other asymmetric asset could also take off. I mean, if you remember this, you will know in one of our live sessions this week that we mentioned corn, one of those asymmetric assets people could actually get on, right? I mean, that. So get on LBank and of course get your portion of this investment. You don't need to wait for 12 months to get an APY of 10-12%. As you literally can see on the screen, it is a possibility you could get that in 2 to 3 weeks. So don't do 12 months, do 2 weeks. Use LBank and keep winning. See you on the other side of winning. Bye. All right, so I mean, I think this is something I would really love to have people see, right, during, I mean, as we do this live session. So this is from, yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I think that's it. I know that's it. I think that's it. All right, so let's get people to know what we're doing right. It's so I mean, I don't know if there are any questions. I'm actually checking the live room. Wait a minute, do you know we're almost there? Yeah, 4,005, I mean 649, 4,650. Gold is really pushing and it looks like it's getting closer and closer and closer. Bitcoin on 66,300. That means the analysis we gave still literally worked. Bitcoin literally still respect taking the London low. Bitcoin did that. Bitcoin did just that. Let me look at 1 hour chart and of course intimate with you on what I think I see on the market. So why is this taking forever to load? Bruh. It's already almost there. It jumped up there like 4,000. Let me even check what happened right here. The trade. This is taking forever to get my... Okay, now fine. It hasn't peaked. Hasn't. The exact point for a buy hasn't peaked. Oh, bro, is dropping. It already dropped how many points? It didn't get to 4,660, did it? It's down 8 points. I don't know if it's gonna probably get in there. Yeah, so I think this is very, very, very important for me to sort of state. Right, so I think this is very great, and there's almost no way yeah, there's almost no way we could say this right now. I think that's it. Okay. It's as if this market has gone, oh, it has stopped in there and it's not wanting to come down back. Or like, how are we looking for perfect entry? Am I the one at fault? Let me check the 3 minutes chart. Do you think this thing can see peak? I don't know, but it can, right? Like it can. How about you knowing what the market could do and then you not sure the market will want to do that? There are just so many outcomes. Okay, I think one of the things anyone could easily do is just to buy right now and hope for the best. Yeah, it has started to display the gap. It has, and I think that's the reason. I'm actually thinking maybe we should have just sold. Maybe I should have sold. I don't know if I should actually still enter right now. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Oh boy. Our analysis is just there waiting. I just hope we're not wasting our whole energy if I just wanted to. Because it's taking London. Okay, guys. I think maybe I should just go enter. I'm going to use a little leverage. Oh, bro. It dropped that. What do you want us to expect? Don't know. It's already dropping more. It's not. I don't even know what the market wants to do right now. What if it goes back up there? That's my concern. You know, that's a valid concern. Let me take this out and use one. You see that? Let me close partial. And I'm closing partial. Let's close it 2. I wanted to just open like maybe 0.5 because that's typical of what I will have done. But let me just open 1. But want to open it. So, the market, the market. Anyways, you know, on our trade, we're still waiting. I'm just wishing it jumps right here, peak our order, and then goes. Be a good one. I mean, who wouldn't say anything less? Let me see if I could get a friend to join us on this live session. Right. Bruh, this thing is really going up and up and up. Good if it could go back to our point of entry. I mean, the truth is, oh boy, peaked. It has peaked. Literally ran up. Do you see that? He didn't pick it. I think even right here we could see yes, one to what's the word? Yeah, could still market short from here now. I mean, not bad. I did market short from that point. Not so sure if that's smart, but then, bruh, I don't know if that's smart. Anyways, I don't know. So the market was moving, got close enough, and I'm like, okay, fine, maybe that's not, because the same thing that happened the other time. I don't know if you remembered. So we literally knew that, you know, we just had to enter like that. We're waiting for year 663 trade market. No, I don't know. That's a perfect thing. But then we already entered, guys. I'm being honest with you. We already entered. We've entered this trade. We've entered. Let me just, sorry. Let me tell friends. Yeah, not sure. But then, bruh, this thing is actually gonna pick. Looks like it's gonna pick your eventually. Bruh. Never knew it's gonna probably get 4,662.34. That's where it is right now. And we had 4,663. That's our entry. think it's gonna probably pick it. You know what? You've already entered, and that's very much I don't know. You got to 4,662.49. That's where it got to. And 5.8. Okay, I'm not so sure. I know what I'm saying. So I mean, this is it. It's yeah, acting off that point. We already have, entered the market. That kind of thing. 2.4.5. I think it's gonna get it 4.66. 4.66. Yeah, you got it already. You got there. You got it. Picked it already. I mean, we should have waited. This is the market for you. Should have waited. I'm not saying it's gonna eventually follow the direction, because that's another thing we have to still deal with in this whole thing. But I mean, eventually, this is it. I mean, eventually, it is what it is. Real time. You know what? I'm thinking maybe I should also open this trade now. I think would be the wrongest decision I'm gonna make, but I don't want to make any stupid. Plus 660. Well, I'll just expose what I can afford to risk on this. True. Yeah. So I risked opening it in another place, and this time around I'm not even allowed to use a bigger leverage. I can go more than 35x, which is good for me, I guess. Very good for me. I mean, we're gonna be watching how this trade plays out. We are literally minus 29 U. The trade goes away, which is what we all want. That's 4,000. Waiting for it to come to 4,000 here. 582. We're watching the trade in real time, and we're gonna be probably taking a strategic step. Our stop loss remains what it is. There is no editing and whatever it is. None. Stop loss at 4,680. Taking on the principle remains the way we go. There are no hide and seek. Anyways, locked in. Keep. Oh my goodness, already happening. Anyways, let's look at US. I think I've given us the the key zones for US oil. This is not a real time trade. Guess what? Bitcoin really went up. This is gold. Oh, what's up with trade, guys? I don't know. We believe we are -3 on accounts. That is not, in fact, huge. It's truth. Go to 4666. The gold is red, and it's possible it's going for the median of this 468. Very possible. 77. Let's keep on it, brother. We are in here waiting for the move. Now if okay, there's not much. Oh my. All right, this is it. This is it. We never bargained for it, but this is it. And that's it. Anyways, we're gonna be watching this market in real time. But I think, you know what, this is gonna probably be the best trade we've taken today. I'm waiting and I'm hoping for that. Feel like what we're gonna be saying. Then this is really huge. 670. Really? Out of 4670, right? Would you believe that? I guess we're wrong on this trade. It only followed the one we had missed. Now the one we shouldn't miss, or the one we got in, it's not following. By the way, don't forget, this is what we're talking about right now, guys. I say this is it. So I guess you need to know that the market really has evolved from what we are used to. Right now, you're seeing that push. It's going higher, very much higher. Anyway, so this is gold. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I'm gonna tell you nothing but the truth. It's crazy. I'm just seeing some people commenting right now, and I'm super excited they are. Whoever made that sound really got how I feel right now. Okay, that's very much apt. I think 75. That's huge. You literally can see that the market is really going out hard against us. Right now, I'm really beginning to think like I want to go book the trade, but then the stop loss is tight enough, and you know, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see it coming. This is you know, this is that we're saying means, I mean, the prayer is there. The prayer is there, right? No one can really tell what the market is going to probably do or say right now, but then we've just gotten in. I mean, everyone is just wanting to know what's going to happen right now. I mean, it's not normal. The market will tell. That's some people say body go tell you. Who knows? But then they may be right. Breathing mode activated. So this is the market right now. It is what it is. Yeah, we literally went in on markets, right? Like, now we go by market too. Who knows if we had waited and we didn't even take any trade, if we would have been safer. But you know, body was itching us to get in on the market, and we've gotten in now. Nobody's itching us to get out because we are forced to wait. You know, trading is that game that you have to face the reality yourself, and no one is gonna tell you sorry because you got in yourself. Like, it's that funny. Very, very funny. I mean, being honest, you gotta wake up to that truth. And so right now, you know, the funniest thing, this could drop quickly, but that's what we wish for, right? But we don't know. What else do you think I'll be wishing for? Like, should buy? They play. Oh boy. Come on to Tapel. Come on, drop more. And tell me something. Amen. Let's just drop to this point, bro. 4,643. Everyone knows that we got it. But again, it's easier to tell a good story than a bad one. You know, no one wants a bad story. I mean, same thing what you're saying right now. I mean, I want this trade to really go well. That's intuitively. You know what I'm saying? Intuitively, what we'll be always saying as humans. Giving us the key levels that we should watch out for. Gold, not just silver, but then gold, Bitcoin, US oil. Because following Trump's statement, we had a very crazy drop, and we, you know, forecasted the buy. Like, we want to see the market take the London session low and then rise up. Of course, that's what happened. And of course, we want to take a sell from the London session high. Wait a minute, I think I was wrong. Okay, this was London session high. Oh, wait, where was London? This was London from here, and this is the high. So I'm just trying to ask myself, yeah, that was London session high. So we've already made it new. That was the high. So this was London. London literally stopped here, and this was the move from here to here. So we didn't really. So this is the eye of London taken already, and our expectation is from that eye of London taking will come to take back New York low. That's the expectation, really. That's what we had forecasted. But then market is going to probably make itself more plain and clear and clean as we look at it in the next coming days. I think it's phenomenal, interesting that this is where we are right now. Very much interesting. So I mean, we are almost wrapping up for this course, and I think it's very much crazy. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we are wrapping up this discussion, and right now you're the only one that you're in the market facing the heat of it. I mean, and everyone would want to go flaunt a PNL, you know. It's easier to flaunt it. I'm gonna probably show you how to trade right now. We literally went in on the market, and we don't buy market, oh, we don't buy market. Now it's real money, oh. So we can only wish for the market to just, but if it doesn't, we'll explain it now. We're like, yeah, we got it. Got everything under control. I mean, but that's a market for you, that's trading for you, that's investing for you. You've got to always plan your risk, manage them. I mean, sometimes you have to eat risks like risky. That's sometimes the thing we but again, the market it's a brutal zone, it's a kill zone. That's what some person says. You either kill or you're killed. No one wants to be a slaughter animal. No one wants it, right? And that's the market for you. All right, guys. So I think the majority of the market news for today is really gone, and NFP is going to be tomorrow, Friday. NFP non-farm employment change. We're going to talk about that, and I think it's going to coincide with the time we're going to begin our live stream. We'll begin our live stream around 1 p.m. West Africa time, which is 12 p.m. UTC, just a moment before the real transition between London and New York begins. And I think that's also part of our ways of getting really prepped, bro. I don't know what this market is going to probably do. I just don't know. I'm not excited about even if it's dropping. I don't know. But then if I say it, take out this low of this particular high, if it comes below 4,644, locked in. I'm just probably going to jump out of this shit. I'm probably going to do that. But then I don't know what this market can do. Like, why would anybody claim to know what the market can do, right? Nobody does. So if anyone gets to maybe make a 1 or 2 profits, such a person should not be flaunting PNLs as though they got everything under control, because there are days the market will really want to humble you. That's the market for you. Okay, so I think part of our main discussion has been discussed. Part of what matters. Yeah, thanks. So let me just appreciate those who have been joining our live stream. Thank you everyone for coming. I mean, I appreciate you all joining our live session. It really means a whole lot to me. Thanks. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to having you more in our live session. You all are the real, very important persons. Okay. So what else again do we want to address? We've been able to address key things in our subject of discussions. We've been able to look at what Trump says. I think I'll probably show you that you guys are joining right now what I literally have on my notes. Let me show you this chart of what's the implication of Trump's statement. I'm going to be showing you this. By the way, oil is going to be, piling up and rising up. We've been saying this is analysis since some 18 days ago. I'll show you what I actually have as the implication of Trump's statement and where the market is probably going to be right now. I mean, I said this, and I think it's very much important for us to look at. This was it. It was on BTC chart. So let's do BTC USDT, so you could see the thing I literally have written, right? That's the implication of what Trump's statement is all about. So okay, why is this taking forever to load? Okay. I'm sorry, please. BTC. I'm gonna show you this chart, guys. Yeah, it was here. I wrote that exact thing down. Where is that? Yeah, I literally have a clear statement which I was going to make people realize that what Trump says was continuation of war 2 to 3 weeks, annihilation of Iran, taking them back to the Stone Age. I mean, what he didn't say was he didn't talk about negotiation. So, I mean, I literally implied no talk on negotiation intentional. By the way, Bitcoin is really getting unusual strength. So the effect of this is there will be a 2 to 3 week demand on oil, and there will be supply on BTC and stock, most probably. There will be a huge market shock, absorption of the volatility of the reality of this ongoing war. They will be taking away of liquidity across several countries, because when you think of the fact that several countries have their own stock exchanges, on account of what is going to probably happen, several stock exchanges could suffer for it, right? People are going to be selling off massively. Money is going to be exiting the stock market, probably anyways. And the third point is the negotiation is still in view, and it will be heavily sorted. It will be probably sorted after, and could happen like it would. Let me review that. The negotiation would be probably sorted, to probably be sorted out after the war, and could happen. It could happen anytime. I mean, we needed to roll. This trade has really gone up. Let me get back to my news. Yeah, it could probably affect the state of the market. That's that kind of thing. Like it could, it could. We could have a negotiation right now, and then the next 2 weeks might not happen, where there will be that demand in oil and supply in Bitcoin. It might not happen, but then we know from the chart that that's also a possibility. All right, so the negotiation can be at the end of the 2 to 3 weeks lapse. That's the PS or the postscript you have me writing really there, right? I think that's important to state. So guys, it's very much clear that we are probably going to be chopping stop loss or not. I don't know. This trade has really gone up, bro. 4,673. I don't know how we got there, but then this is where we are right now. Where we are on, and Bitcoin is really going back and all of that. I think 4,680. Yeah, it happened already. I mean, I didn't expect that to happen. Yeah. It happened already, and I don't know. Wait, what just happened? Yeah, it happened. New York took out London Eye, and I think we are really right here trying to figure out why the market is still. Oh, this is 75. Why haven't I left this trade? Didn't I set stop loss here? I didn't set stop loss in this trade. This is very, very, very bad. Why? Guys, it got to 4,092. Guess what? I have to check daily time frame and see if that coincides. Yeah. Okay. Bruh, this is one of the... Like, would you believe we were about taking this long? And we literally knew Bitcoin's going to probably get to 67K. Nobody will believe that, but that's the truth. This is serious. And the funniest thing, the daily candle is going to probably close bearish. Heal. Yeah, that's the funniest thing. So I think we got it wrong. We got the sell wrong. We got the long right. Anyways, you can't ever get everything, and then you might not be able to. Nobody's saying to you. I mean, that's what the market literally is saying to everybody right now. If hearing all of that. Anyways, I mean, that's it. That's really it. I can't see. That's what the market is trying to say right now. Why? Why did the market come here? Let me check. I mean, it's easy to explain anything in hindsight anyways. Everyone could actually look and say, oh yes, there was something there. But really, brother, chill. Did you see it or you didn't? Oh, I think I didn't. I didn't. Maybe it's gonna come right here. Who knows? That's the explanation. I never expect that it's gonna have this very solid retracement upon. I was like, I need to get there. But then it looks now right to me. The market can actually get anywhere it wants to go. And the partition is part of the market's doings. And maybe it just came for my own liquidity alone. Those could be after effect of OMNI alone. Anyways, I'm just thinking, did we do well? We really forfeited over $10 to this market just now. Anyways, I'm just thinking out. Better put your money where it works and just forget what does not work. I think gold is a crazy dude to play with when it comes to trading financial market. Anyways, I actually thought we had it. Okay. Look at the power chart. Let me show you something on the power chart. So power chart on LBank, anyways. This is how it looks. The power chart on LBank. Looks like the market really tapped. I mean, yeah, on LBank. Let me show you on LBank's chart. Go to USDT. Yeah. Yeah, like it tapped. That. Give a gap. That kind of thing. The market could sell. That kind of thing. I mean, it's very much risky. The market could indeed sell, but you know, Bitcoin is on 66,800. Like, we literally called the possibility of the buy. I mean, I was saying it like from 65,800, like it's gonna get to 67K. Who would believe that? I think it's better for me to trade Bitcoin than to go and trade this coin. Let me trade Bitcoin on 35x. So we're gonna short Bitcoin, I think, because Bitcoin looks like a very gentle, perfect gentleman. Wrong go. You believe I went rogue in my entry? 50x. I never knew when I did that. I was thinking it's 35x. I didn't check. Oh boy, what am I doing with my trades today? Anyways, I want to believe Bitcoin's going to probably do the best for us. So we're not going to hold this Bitcoin trade for forever. Trust me. Want to recover in an account what we seem to have lost in the other account. So we're going to hold this trade to 65,600 when Bitcoin gets to the point of 65,600. Yeah, I mean, that settles it. We're going to settle score on what gold took with Bitcoin. I don't know if you really got that. So what gold took, Bitcoin is going to return. Yeah. Just think of that. Yeah. Interesting. I'm going to be right back, guys. Let me take a cup of water. Just going to be right back. Liquidation now water. We literally got liquidated on that gold trade in one of the. And yeah, the other one, we are currently still running the position, of course. And this time around is Bitcoin we're trading. We're trading Bitcoin with the hope because like gold really went up. We're trading Bitcoin with the hope, that most probably, let me use the word most probably, we'll probably be seeing Bitcoin take out the low it's created during the movement. Like, I mean, yeah, we expected this to be taken out. Yeah, at that point, yeah, we expected market to drop and come give us 65,700. That's the point we want to really have a take profit. 65,700. That kind of thing, yeah. And I take profit to be at 67,340. Yeah, it's like a 3 reward to risk ratio, so hope for the best. I don't want to go look at the account right now because it's literally under what I wished I hadn't taken money from our OMNI account to come trade this thing. Bruh. Not good. You know, it's not good. Not good. Right, so it's cooked. We literally brought that money right there and we giving it back to the market. Like some persons will say, the market give it, market take it. What a wise market have. All right, so we took a short on Bitcoin. We gradually DC'd in on the short. We didn't prepare for the short on Bitcoin, but then we saw the market really going to 67K as we had forecasted it, which essentially is the market taking the eye. I hope you guys could see this. Let me just plug in the session so you could see. I took out the London session high, right? And that was the point for Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin looks like it's really playing out into the. So when the London session low was taken, which is this is the low, London session low, yeah, 66, 65, 900. Took the low. Just imagine if we had what we did on gold. Maybe I'm just going to probably delete gold from our viewpoint. So this was London session low, right? And we were like, you know what? It's going to buy from London session low when New York entered. So that's a kill zone. And if we had entered that, what's it called? The trade from that point would have exited at this point. That's a good 3 to risk reward ratio. Would have held. And of course, we wanted to also target the sell from, I mean, it looked like gold is very much silly. I don't want to use a very much our word, but look at what's it called, Bitcoin. Didn't he respect all we said? It did. So this was not a problem of ourselves, right? And I think we over depended on this market, and so we went in with a huge leverage, which is way more probable than what we're seeing, which is Bitcoin is probably going to come right here again, take out the low, which is what we forecasted, if you remember. So that's to let you know that, I mean, to some extent, by the grace of God, we know what we're doing right here. We're not some clown wanting you guys to lose your money. No, we aren't. No. Far be it from us. We wouldn't want you guys to lose your money and not. It's no way. No. So, I mean, so you guys, I mean, yeah, at this point, someone has to really get me some drink. I get that. And I only got water, that's all. So the best we can actually really do right now is to face the reality of what we are confronted with. And by the way, I think once it's about 4 p.m., we're going to call it a wrap. Literally almost raining at my side right now. I'm going to call it a wrap, really. I think you guys should just face the reality. We're going to have a crazy dump. So if you have some funds you are having, keep stacking them up as USDTs, because you don't believe that some assets some people bought for like $10,000. You'll be buying for $100. Think of it. Let me show you one. No. This is not about you thinking, I believe. No, it's not about that. Just come to look at it. Let me give an example. Now, a typical example, look at that dimension. I mean, one of the assets we have analyzed. Right, so, just a moment. Tell this lady to help us turn on. I'm sorry. gonna be wrapping this session soon in like 10 minutes time, right? But I want to get some one or two things to be done. So I think that's it. So guys, this is dimension. Now if you don't know dimension, I'm gonna tell you what dimension is. It's a project, or it's a project. Definitely it's a project. So it's a crypto project that was launched about the same time when Celestia, one of these tokens, was really making it around. And the interesting thing about this token is it was trading for I think $4 or $8. Yeah. So it was trading for that much, right? Now you've not seen anything. I'm gonna bring you through memory lane. Let's take you guys through memory lane. Okay. So let me take you guys through memory lane. So look at this token, right? Let's go back in time. Still with me. So this is the price of this token, guys. Now, if you're gonna be buying 1,000 units of this token, listen to what I'm saying. Maybe 1,000. Let's say 1,000 units. No, 1,000 units looks too much. Yeah, I mean, okay, let's say 1,000 units. 1,000 units of dimension at the very all-time high was, I mean, it's gonna be, since one is selling for at this point about $8. Fair enough. 1,000 units is gonna cost everybody an average of $8,000, right? Now, guess what is going to be the cost of 1,000 unit now? Of course, multiply 0.022 by 1,000. Just pulling my calculator from here, I'm going to do the calculation. Of course, you know, it's just something about 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me just do it. Point. So 1,000 units. So 0.0228. Apologies, it's raining here. Times 1,000 units. So you're going to get that amount for $22. Think of that. Now, I mean, I even thought it was $222, which implies that with a $100, right, $100 purchase on this asset, $100 divided by the buying price of 0.00228, you're gonna have about 4,400 units of this coin, which at its all-time high was selling, I mean, for about, that's gonna worth 35k. Crazy. Now that's what I'm saying. If you really, no matter how the amount you have right now, just keep them. Don't make very stupid decisions with them. You want to really be patient. You want to really be on the watch out. You want to be very much understanding of what the market is doing and saying. You don't want to be the one who is rushing into several communities. You want to be a part of a very, leading community. I mean, that's very much normal. So I literally mean it when I'm saying now is the time for everyone to begin to save up and sit on their hands. I'm also going to be checking out on the trade we are on. I just don't know what's really going on with this market right now. I mean, it's almost 4 o'clock and perhaps we're going to be having a new 1 hour candle open. I just don't know what we should expect. Anyways, but then we're on a short on Bitcoin. That's the only trade, and then ontology, the short we are in. And of course, we're going to probably hold this till it's TP'd. Yeah, that kind of thing. So not even financial advice, but then I think this is what we want to do. The next 1 hour account is going to probably open right while we're here. Why is market buying back? I just don't know why. We literally had this short all the way to this point. Okay, no, maybe we're still around here. Yeah, then why is this going back? Anyways, I'm just going to check the 5-minute charts. We dropped right here and it went back. Anyways, next 1 hour candle is going to be like a deciding factor, but then I think we still have our position still wide open. So don't lose guard. I think that's one thing everyone will need to say. I mean, I probably need to say that more. Don't lose guard on the market. Be on the lookout. The drop is going to probably happen very much soon. People are not going to be expecting that to happen, right? Like the market selling off, but I think it's going to do that. I think that's important. I mean, we've been having this. We've been on this session like for the past how many hours now? Right now, I think like almost 2 hours and 53 minutes. Almost like in 10 minutes time, we're going to be wrapping up when we hit the $3 mark. Boom, boom, boom. I'm only going to be saying, please be very much careful with the market right now. There's no Nothing and absolutely nothing should make you just, anyhow open a position or buy a coin or buy something. Don't. It's not the time to do that, right? It's not the time to do that. You want to be very much courteous in your approach of the market, right? I think that's it. After all said and done, you always have an opportunity to get back at the market. So don't mess it up. I'm gonna be honest with you, don't mess it up. That's the truth. I think way bigger, right? Way bigger and better opportunities are on their ways. So don't mess things up. That's it. I just wanted to check if the token will allow me to really take a position in the next 1 hour candle. I'm probably going to add more position to this. I'm going to exit this position at this point, 65, 600. Okay. I'm going to watch this trade. Oof. Waiting for the 1 hour close. So I think we've addressed the majority of our concerns in today's live sessions. I want to appreciate you guys for coming. We've been able to check what Trump says. We've checked the implication of that. We've looked at the key levels for gold and, of course, several assets. It's been a while we traded VIX. Maybe I should also look at that. Let's look at VIX. And I think I'm going to wait for that while I have my eyes on Bitcoin. My eyes is off gold. I'm not chasing the gold bag now. You mean, this is interesting. So let's look at VIX, which is S&P 500. So, I mean, this is one of the assets that sometimes we need to look at. I know we analyzed this some times ago. Oh my god, it's been a messy chat. No, we took this long like this. But look at that. I wouldn't want to trade this right now either for a buy or sell. I'm just going to probably stay out of it. Okay, so we've looked at the key levels. We've looked at key levels for several of these other market. I think we just have to stay safe and very much careful. So in the next 40 seconds or less, the new 1 hour candle is going to open. I'm going to see how the market is going to react to that. In all you do, please don't what's the word right now? Don't be overly confident of the market. Leave room for surprises. The market is full of surprises, like that kind of thing. It's surprise. You can imagine when I got that, email. Market must have been saying, you thought you got me. I think I got you today. Just maybe. The market thing does. I'm gonna wait for the next 1 hour candle open. It's in 1 minute right now. Boom. Yeah, the next 4 hour candle. And I want to see this at least rise up. Fine. Okay. Right. Guys, our take profit is simply what we do. So on this trade, I think we've opened. Okay, now this is the 1 hour candle. I'm really wishing it drops all the way downwards, which is the point we wanted to do. It'll be so good for us to have this trade running all the way to the point of our exit here, 65 700. There's no waiting, there's no dilly-dallying. Once it gets there, I'm out. In fact, so out. Tomorrow is Easter Friday, by the way, and once you have a very good profit of this trade, don't trade tomorrow. Go and sleep. Forget what the market just I'm telling this to myself anyways. You don't need to believe what I'm saying, but that's what I think I'm probably gonna do. Yeah, once you're not scared of losing the money, then I think you should not be surprised to winning the profit. That looks like some very good catchword, right? Don't leave that place of wisdom. All right, I think we're done. Essentially, I think we're done. Gold seems to have made itself plain enough for us to see. There is not so much that the gold market is hiding for us. It's a very interestingly loopy market. This is ontology, and I think we've taken advantage of the market charts today for the trade. We hope to keep things smooth as they are going, and our interest in this ontology short is nothing short of this. We want to see it drop right to 0.066, which I think is going to probably do. We gave a very clear analysis on that, and I think there is not so much we want to really talk about. Either ways, I want to say thank you for coming today. Please, if you've not subscribed, let's get 1,000, please. We want to get 1,000 before the end of this month of April, and I think that will be very much a good news for me, for us, for every one of us. And it will really be a beautiful one, right? Which is what we're hoping to achieve. And so I want to thank you for coming. I want to appreciate you for being a part of this journey. I want to say you mean so much to us. Please, you could tell a friend, join us on our community. So we have this community. We do talk and do the stuffs around, informing ourselves on several developments, live signals, books, educations, giveaways, all of those. We have this community. It's called Nova Trading Desk Africa. I'm going to be dropping the link to the community. Hey, I would love to see you in my community. This person, I'm dropping the link to the community anyway, so join our community. I would love to have you join us and keep winning with us. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for staying. Thanks for all you guys have done. I'm all the same, I think. It's so great to have you all around us today. So join us on Telegram. Let's keep winning together. So if you've got any questions, and I think perhaps we didn't address, and you think we didn't address them, just feel free to let me know in the community. You could always reach out to me, and of course every other of our moderators. So that's important. Every of our moderators can be reached. Exactly. So what do we have to say more other than saying thank you for coming? See you again tomorrow. And of course, happy Easter Friday. Stay safe, keep winning. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Anyway, so I think that's it. Peace out. Thank you.